Alright guys, today I'm going to be reviewing your investments. So in my Discord server, I went ahead and asked you guys to submit your inventories and let me know what you've invested in and if you have any questions about your investments that you want me to answer. So we're going to be looking at your investments and your inventories and giving them a rating. If you want to be featured in a potential upcoming inventory review, then make sure to go ahead and join my Discord server with the link below. Alright guys, let's get into the video after a word from our sponsor, SkinSwap. This video is sponsored by SkinSwap. So SkinSwap is a marketplace and trading site and it's got a ton of great features. If you want to swap out some of your old skins for new ones, you can go ahead and use the trades tab. They've got a huge inventory of different items to choose from, but if you just want to instantly cash out your skins, they also have a sell feature that allows you to put your skins in and get paid directly. Or you can even use the site as a regular marketplace and you can buy discounted skins directly from their inventory. When you use the link in the description, you can get a completely free item, and also SkinSwap offers a 40% deposit bonus. So go check out SkinSwap with the link below. Thanks. Alright, first I just want to say we had some really interesting submissions this time around.
Oh my.
So yeah, thanks for that. Anyway, let's get into some inventories. So first and foremost, we're actually going to do a throwback to one of the first inventory reviews I did on my channel with QB's inventory. QB's been a longtime fan of me, and he's been a longtime investor as well. He takes his investing pretty seriously, and he's a pretty good example of what you can achieve. Anyway, to start with this inventory, we've got right here a Furia Hollow. So that's pretty cool. I did recently recommend buying into Cat of 19 stuff. I think Furia Hollows look really good right now as well. So that's a pretty cool pickup. He's also been buying liquids, which I do think is a really good strat because liquids got hit pretty hard by the market crash. So I'm sure on a lot of these liquids, he's already made a pretty decent amount of money just from them rebounding as they recently did. So I do think those are pretty good pickups. He's also got a Cat of 19 Vega foil, which to my knowledge, it wasn't purchased as an investment. He just really likes the sticker. He's got a Movie Star foil as well, which I personally think is a little whatever, but kind of cool, I guess. He's got a couple of Stockholm hollows. He's also got a Stockholm liquid foil here. As you may know, I'm a pretty big advocate for Stockholm. I really do like it. So I think these are pretty good items for him to have. He's got a couple of just random play skins here as well. I think he's got, are these identical? Okay, he's got a Minware with Cloud9 Antwerp glitters, and then he's got a field tested with Cloud9 Antwerp glitters. So that's kind of interesting. I don't really know why you need two of those, but okay. He's got this Tech 9 nuclear threat with some flipside foils on it, which I think is pretty cool. To my knowledge, he's a pretty big fan of like the nuclear threat and nuke collection type stuff and like the hazard looking skins like this one right here. This one also is a pretty cool craft with the Fnatic foils from Cat of 15. Definitely a niche. There's not a lot of people that are kind of into these type of skins, but he obviously seems to like them. I like these though, and these are both pretty rare and hard to find. The hazard pay, for example, being a Vertigo collection skin from an operation, so an alright play skin investment. He's got an all-star souvenir as well, which I've actually made a video on as well many years back. These have absolutely exploded in price over the years, and they're pretty cool and very rare and hard to find. Page 2, looks like we've got some unapplied stickers. He's got a Flipside Cat of 15 Hollow. I love this sticker. I think it is so beautiful. Gotta be the best green sticker they've ever released. He's got an Atlanta Gambit foil. Not a huge fan of this one from Atlanta specifically, but I think Atlanta is a pretty solid investment area. He's also got a Flipside foil. I think this one's one of the better ones from Atlanta too. Luminosity foil, probably one of the best foil stickers they've ever released. I think this is a solid long-term hold. He's got a Deagle Blaze with a flammable foil on it. Really cool playskin craft. Has historically been a very solid playskin investment as well. He's got a 4x Titan Cato 15 Hollow Stat Track Blue Lamb. Sick craft, and it's fairly illiquid, so it's a fairly good hedge against declining markets. He's got a Op Desert Hydra here, which is, you know, not an Op Desert Hydra, but still funny. I would assume this is a pretty rare Cato craft. You don't really see Cato crafts on the skin. Got a Cloud9 Antwerp Hollow, of course. I think probably one of the top 3 stickers ever released. Boston Flipside foil, really solid one here. Furia Stockholm, gotta have one of those, really sick sticker as well. He's got a P250 nuclear threat in a lot worse wear, but he's got gloves, not a great investment, but you know, gotta have something. If I say anything about the Galil caution, he'll probably get mad at me, so I'm not going to. Congrats on owning it, I guess. He's got some more random nuke stuff. This is actually Minware. These are relatively expensive. Pretty cool skin. He's just got a random M4 Asimov. I think this one is probably not going to catch up to the Vulcan anytime soon, but it's a very old red and very desirable. He's got a nice little 00 lightning strike. These things were worth like $100 back in the day when I first made a video on them, and now they're like up at 700. Just looks like some stuff to kind of fill out his inventory. He does still actually have this PP Bison Seabird, which is actually a 000 float, I believe. He actually had this all the way when I made his inventory review the first time, so it's kind of cool to see that he still has this thing. This was ranked. It doesn't look like it's ranked anymore because it's been a long time. Overall, I think think he's got some good hedges against declining market. He also looks like he has a lot of value in liquids right now, which I think is really solid because of how far the market has dropped for liquids specifically. We can't really see inside of the storage units, unfortunately, but I do know that he has like some Riptide stickers and things like that in some of his storage units. But yeah, really solid inventory, a lot of good ideas here. Gonna give this a solid 9 out of 10. Definitely a success story from the first video I made reviewing inventories. So it's good to see that he's still around in the community, Cuban Q. And QB asked, when will TF2 keys go back up? I wouldn't really count on it unless most of the CS community starts picking them up as a liquid. A interesting choice here. At least it's got the meme investment potential. Next up, we've got Min's inventory. So this guy always comes into my server and flexes some really cool pickups. So I'm really excited to see what he's got in his inventory here. So first, it looks like we got some random cases. These may be from weekly drops. It appears they are because he does have the like weekly drop skin as well. Looks like he's been getting kind of unlucky on the weekly drops, recoils and snake bites across the board. But yeah, we start to see our first couple of cool skins here. We've got an M4 print stream. We've got a Deagle print stream as well. These are being worked on by the print stream creator right now. So these could potentially get changed and could go up in price. Plus, they're just really good looking play skins anyway. So we've got an AK case hardened field tested here. This one, I believe, is a pretty good pattern. I think it's a tier 2. Okay, it's actually not a tier 2. It's just a random AK case hardened. Nothing else really too special on this page. He's got a 00 R8 Blaze. I think that's interesting. Maybe the R8 becomes more popular in the future as they balance CS2. And then we've just got some more miscellaneous cases here, mostly just active duty cases. He's got some Vice gloves here, some well-worn ones. Very nice pair of gloves. Definitely my favorite in the entire game. And it looks like his knife of choice is the Butterfly Fade. Looks like he's got some matching plate skins as well to go with the knife and the gloves. He's got a M4 Decimator, Op Chromatic Aberration. Just kind of got a little like pink and blue loadout going here. Got an MP7 Fade as well. He's got a Skeleton Fade. That's a very, very nice knife. Big fan of that one as well. Not a super good hold because the Fracture knives are still fairly recent. I definitely like the Butterfly Fade a lot more for an investment choice. So as the market potentially rebounds, this could be a fairly decent hold for that. Though since you already have the Butterfly Fade, I'd maybe consider redistributing this into something else. We've got an AK Nightwish, again, just kind of a basic play skin. And then on page 6, yeah, just some more random stuff here. Looks like no storage. Okay, he's got one storage unit here. This is Paris capsules. Okay, he's got 825 of them apparently. So Min's question is a little bit confusing. It's a little bit of a language barrier. It looks like he's saying that he overpaid 900 RMB for a cleaner pattern of Vice gloves. Personally, I'm not super aware of how patterns affect Vice gloves, so I can't really comment on that. But his second question is, with his play skin inventory, are they good play skins for a long-term investment? So to answer that question, I think you've got some here that are good investments and some that are probably not so great. I think, for example, the AK case hardened is a really solid investment. This is a very, very old AK. It came out in the first case release ever. So in terms of play skin investments, I think this is a really solid one. The print streams, on the other hand, obviously a lot newer. The benefit to the M4 print stream is it's from the Broken Fang case, which is an operation case, so a lot more limited supply for this here. The R8 Blaze, it's a so-so investment. It could be decent if the R8 gets buffed, for example. I don't really think gloves are good investments. Historically, they've been pretty stagnant, haven't really risen too much, and kind of just generally seem to fall. Butterfly Fade, I think, is a really good investment, but then, of course, the Skeleton Fade, I think, is not so great and could be redistributed into something else. But, you know, it's up to you. If you like the Skeleton Fade, then keep the Skeleton Fade. But yeah, overall, in terms of investment potential specifically, I would put this inventory pretty low, maybe like a 4 out of 10. But in terms of how much I like this inventory, that's a lot higher. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10 for my personal enjoyment if I had this inventory. It's a lot of really cool stuff here. He's got a cool loadout combo as well. Just not super great investment potential with this one here. Final inventory I'm going to do for this video. I might do a part 2, including some of the other ones that didn't get looked at, but I believe these inventories are already going to make the video pretty long, so we're just going to have to end it off with this one here. So this is Salt's inventory. Salt is a good friend of mine. He actually owns CS2 Locker, so if you want to go check out that site, that's a pretty cool site. So anyway, Salt's got about a $4,000 inventory, Steam value at least, and let's get straight into it. He's got a Glock Dragon tattoo with some Salt hollows on it. I respect it, man. I respect it a lot. Looks like his whole Asimov set actually has Salt hollows on it, so I respect that, man, you know, really sticking with the name there. So I think for these play skins here, there's actually some that are pretty solid investments and then some that are not so great. Like, for example, the P250 Asimov, not really as great of an investment as some of the other stuff here, but obviously needed to fill out that Asimov loadout. Op Asimov from the Phoenix case, Operation case, super old, really solid investment. Glock Dragon tattoo, these are always going to be desired for those AK case hardened blue gem trade ups. Print stream, as we already talked about, Broken Fang case, really solid skin. I think it's a solid investment as well for a play play skin. M4 Asimov, solid play skin investment. Cobalt Disruption, solid play skin investment, very old as well from one of the old esports cases. And then the AK Vulcan, really great investment here, I think. This has shown some absolutely astronomical performance over the years. Probably one of the best AK skins they've ever released. Really, really good looking AK. He's got some unapplied salt stickers. These are actually really cool, personally. I think they're a pretty interesting stick. They're not really an investment, obviously, but I think they're a cool sticker. He's got an MP9 Hot Rod. This is actually from the Mirage collection, the first one. This is a super sick MP9, probably my second favorite MP9 in the game, behind the Pandora's Box MP9. That one is amazing, but this one's definitely a close second. Kind of getting a lot harder to obtain something like this. Hemoglobin Dualies, I think as far as dually skins go, these are pretty solid. Cologne Craft Jungle Spray. Looks like he actually has the top 3 cologne stickers on it as well, which is pretty cool. It's kind of just whatever, but it's a really old AK though. So if you sort of have like a nostalgia wave for these old skins that have the really like basic skin designs on them, then it could be an interesting investment. Alright, then we've got quite a lot of Paris capsules. These look to be mainly contenders capsules that he's got. He's got some MP9 armies. Okay. So he watched my video that I made where I was doing $20 to a PC. So these investments are obviously just starting off. I just bought these recently, but looks like he's going to go ahead and follow along with the video. I wish you the best of luck, man. I'm in it with you. So we've got a knife here, a Survival Crimson Web. I think it goes ahead and matches a full red loadout that he's got going on here. Wow, a lot of really cool stuff here. He's got a StatTrak Factory New Daimyo. Got a Deagle Blaze, as we already talked about. Pretty solid. Got some Specialist Crimson Web field tested. Not a really great investment because of course they are gloves. Gloves are historically not a great investment, but it does match the red loadout. I think in terms of knife investments, this one is pretty poor. It's a very new knife release, and generally speaking, survival knives are not really seen as great knives. We've got another StatTrak Blue Lamb with the same craft on it that QB had. But yeah, again, stuff like this can be a solid hedge against deflation. And then it looks like just mostly random stuff here for his red play skin inventory. He's got an M4 Hot Rod. I think this is a fantastic investment going forward. It's just going to get more rare as the years go on. It's pretty much the best skin you can get from the Chop Shop collection. He's got a Cato 15 Asimov. Again, illiquid stuff like this. These kind of crafts are pretty good hedges against deflation, so not a bad idea. And then just a lot more kind of just general liquids and stuff like that. And then we've got some storage units here. It's got a Camaro ZL1 fund. Okay. He's not even American, but he likes American muscle, huh? And then I don't know what withdrawals means, but he's got 5 items in there, so maybe those are some pretty high tier items. Who knows? We've got some like good hedges against deflation, like these crafts, for example, are pretty good hedges against deflation. Of course, I have to rate my $20 to PC investments pretty highly because, you know, they're mine. And then really for his play skins, he really picked some solid play skin investments, I have to admit. In terms of purely investment potential, I don't think he's really optimized taking advantage of every investment fundamental, but clearly he cares a little bit more about having the play skins. Generally though, I'd still rate this pretty high, probably like a 7 out of 10, just because these play skins all kind of double as good investments as well. And then for like my personal enjoyment, how much I kind of just like his inventory, I'd rate it pretty high. I like how he has all the salt crafts to match his name and things like that. I give it like a 9 out of 10 personal rating, just how much I like his inventory. And then his question was, when will salt graffitis go up? And graffitis suck as an investment. Never ask me that again. Don't go check out his site. He sucks. And yeah, that's it. Bye. So that's the inventory reviews, guys. Again, if you want to be in like a potential part 2 or a future one down the line, then you can go ahead and join my Discord server. You'll find links to my Discord and my Twitter in the description below. You can also ask me questions about any of your investments and I'll answer as long as I have time, completely for free. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for the best CS2 investment tips anywhere else on YouTube. And of course, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Helps me immensely and costs you absolutely nothing. Check out Skin Swap below, and thanks again, guys. See you next time. Peace.